Hi, I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is Retrowave on the PC. Okay, so this is Retrowave on the PC. This is by a small development company called RewindApp. They have done some other titles. I had a little look and to see what they have. However, I don't think they've had the success they've ever had before this game. It's kind of partially mouse driven, it's partially control driven. It is in the beta stage of production. However, it hits my retro spot, and that's the reason why I'm looking at it and actually showing it to you. First thing I'm gonna note with you as I move the mouse around is look at the bottom of the screen. It's the whole thing has got this bad VCR video recorder look to it, a sheen that filters over the entire thing. The screen is sort of bezeled sort of inwards so that it kind of rotates sort of a little bit inwards, and everything kind of little bit flares out at the bottom there, and this filter's lovely. I absolutely love this filter. I don't know what software they're using. It might be something that's built in there generically, but it's fantastic. And then of course there's the cars. The cars are very 80s for the most part. They are cars that you recognise instantaneously. That being, I think that's the Ferrari F40 or it's the F50, one of the two. They're fairly recognisable. I mean, that's definitely Ferrari. So and the aim of the games are very, very simple. I'm gonna go in a second. I'm gonna go into the game and do it. The other thing to listen to is the retro tracks. They are so retro. I'll just pause for a second and let you listen to some of that. Yeah, you can hear it. That synth, that electronic sound, and that persists throughout the whole game as you play it. So what we'll do first is we'll select the car, and I'll go back to the very beginning. I'll give you a quick overview of what we've got. On top of the screen, we've got select car, we've got options, we've got help, we've got credits, and we've got exit. Obviously, leave. Options just basically shows you what graphic settings you've got. I've got an ultra. It doesn't need that much power. You can also reset all the data in here, which is kind of useful. Sirens, so when you want to be a police car, because you can be a police car too. Help literally tells you the keys. One thing I would like to see when this is finished being developed is I'd like to see the lights on the pad, and I would also like to see the indicators on the pad and these warning ones and honks and things like that. So basically all the buttons need to be on there. At the moment, what you've got is you've got the camera and left and right, so you don't have the boost either, so you can't do that from the pad, which is a bit of a shame. So I'd like to see all these buttons mapped to the pad. That would be fantastic. That would be a great ending to it. Credits are for all the music tracks, and there's quite a few actually, and they're really good. RewindApp games. There we go. So let's select the car. So these are our cars. We first start with, I'll go back to it. There, that one there, and you might recognise that. That's a DeLorean. Or certainly a variation or DeLorean. That's the car from Back to the Future. That's the one. And somebody's changed the front of it not to say DeLorean. It says USA on the front of it now. Well, that's definitely a DeLorean. The options are simple. You've got for the cars, you get great money by just racing, and you generate money. That's all there is to it. There's no app purchase or whatever else it is. I mean, this game is extremely cheap. It's £1.26 at the moment, £1.50 when it's full price. That's it. It's a very cheap game indeed. So the options are really simple. You've got painting. You can buy other colours. So I haven't got enough money to buy any other colours, but you can buy other colours to put on the car. And they do different things depending on the car. I like the white. You can buy tyres, so you can have different tyres. So you see the buttons change tyres. So we can have whatever tyres we fancy. That'll kind of lift it up as well. Look at that. And drop it down a bit. And then we've got other things which include sort of engine boosts, and we can get steering and handling. This is what the performance bars are for at the bottom of the screen. This is how you can improve the whole thing. You've also got sirens, you've also got turbos and boosts as well, which I haven't actually been able to afford yet. I'm just so excited about actually getting a review done of this and sort of showing people what there is. So if we move on, you then get... just get rid of that. Can I get rid of it? No, maybe not. But I'll get rid of it enough so you can do it. The second car you get, which is kind of cheap to get as well, is this Ferrari. You've got a Lada. I think that's brilliant. A Lada Eva is in there as one of the cars. It's got a huge tail fin on the back, look. And then we've got a few others. This is a Mitsubishi of some sort. think it's the one from Cannonball Run, actually. So they're very 80s, these cars. Cannonball Run. If you've ever seen Cannonball Run, Jackie Chan drives it with that chap who played Jaws in the Bond movies. So this is what that one is. I can't remember what this is. It's some kind of Pontiac or some sort. I would have liked to think that it's the one from Smokey and the Bandit, but it's not. So you notice all of the retro stuff coming out here because of just the steer style of it. The whole neon lights in the background are just fantastic. Neon palm trees, the sun with those lines going through it. It can't get more retro. So then we've got this will be a Mazda. And I know it says XR3, but XR7, sorry, but I don't think it is an XR7. So anyway, and then we've got a Corvette. And I loved these Corvettes. I thought they were brilliant, very sort of wonky to drive. We've got the Ferrari Testarossa, without a doubt. Look at that! What a beautiful car. That's a proper throwback to Outrun, isn't it? It's even got the logo on the front there. Brilliant, beautiful looking car. And then we've got the a Porsche 911, I think it is. I haven't got all of these yet. That's the Lamborghini Countach, another car that I always dreamt about having as a kid. I actually had that poster on my wall, a white Lamborghini Countach on my wall as a kid, and a great big sort of huge poster. Loved that car. That was brilliant. Did I skip one there? No, it's just a Lamborghini Countach from front. This is something else. I think this is a Skyline. I think this is a Nissan Skyline, or a version of a Nissan Skyline, I think. Somebody's going to correct me in the comments below. Feel free to. If I got it wrong, correct me. Another Lamborghini. I think this is newer. I think this is Diablo territory, which should be around the 90s. So I can get led away with it. And then you've got this bizarre thing, which is the Elon Musk Tesla tank thing that was a disaster. I don't know why, but it's got a skateboard stuck out the back. You can see it in a second. I think it turns around. There's a skateboard there. I don't quite understand why, but I guess they thought that they should stick something modern in there. Look, skateboard stuck out the back. So weird. Don't get that. I guess that's to make it 80s. Then, of course, you've got to have a Ferrari as a police car. That's awesome. And to finish off with the Lamborghini Countach, done out in all neon dreams. Look at that. That's going to haunt my dreams, that, to be honest with you. The fact that it looks like that. It needs to be a white one. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go through some of the modes and we'll try some different cars. So we'll go with the initial car you get, and we'll go with that. So if I just next, we'll do the first one in here. So there's several modes. You've got one-way, two-way, time attack, and speed bomb. Basically, you're racing against yourself. There's no online scores, nothing like that. So one way, all the traffic goes the same way. And one thing you're going to see about this game is it's all about speed and dodging in and out of traffic. There's no corners. It's just one great big long run. So I know that sounds weird. And then you've got all these places you can race. And they are beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. So the difficulties here, you've got easy, you've got peaceful. Peaceful is nothing on the road. You literally have to quit. It's just a straight line. You can go full tilt all the way along, and that's it. Because it doesn't. It's an endless road. It's so 80s in that sense that it never ends. Hard, and then this is much more difficult. A lot more traffic on the road. So we'll just go to normal, and what we'll do is we'll just go with a rainy day. Okay, here we go. And I like the views. You've got several views here. So this is our car. And we're going down the road, and you can see what's going on, but not a massive amount. And there's the traffic. You get points, extra points for near misses. I'm just going to move the cursor out of the way. There we go. And going fast is also preferable. You do spend a lot of time in the middle of the road because it's one of the safer sort of locations, but you can pass between the cars in the sides here. It is actually possible. I did find this. So we just whiz along here like this. Now, every car has an interior as well, but we're going to do the next mode, which is more akin to sort of your outrun mode, which I quite like. Depends on what you want to see, but you can see the sky now coming up there. I'm going to avoid all this little lot. And if you're feeling want to really be sort of speed sick, you can actually go inside, and I always think it feels very fast. And yes, you can crash into the side of them as long as you don't wallop into one of them. You're okay. So you lose by crashing, basically, that final crash. Look at this, some dodgy driving going on here. But I love the fact that there's a dashboard here as well. The car's sort of a wild sort of drives all over. They're not... They kind of centre up as well, though, when you move, which is quite nice. It kind of brings it to the centre. But it's incredibly arcadey, but it just... There's something about... There you go, crashed, the car pulled across and I moved out of the way and crashed into it. There's something wonderfully arcadey about this. And as I say, these guys must have, RewindApp must have been delighted with this one, because, as I say, there are other things, although some semi-successful, they're mostly sort of the mixed reviews of most things on there. This has got mostly positive, and I can see why. It's utterly brilliant. I mean, it's about travelling as long as you can. I've found myself... I've played this now for 6 hours. 6 hours for a £1.50 game. That's amazing. And the premise of the games in it aren't even that different. They're really quite sort of the same, if that makes sense. So we'll select a car here, and we'll go for... Let's go for this Ferrari, because that's really fast. It's not full speed yet, because I haven't done the modifications, but we'll go for that Ferrari. Let's change its colour. Have an orange Ferrari. And let's do this one, which is two-way, which is basically traffic comes at you from both directions. So one side of the road's going one way and the other side's going the other. So obviously there's extra points to be had from driving into oncoming traffic. Let's go for somewhere beautiful. Let's go for the sunset. Here we go. And it's stunning. I love it. I love how it looks and how it feels. And as I say, the car kind of is sort of centres up, which is nice. And then we get points for travelling the wrong side of the road. The filter on this is absolutely stunning. I can't. Oh God, I'm gonna have to have another go at that one. I can't say enough about the filter, to be honest with you. It's hard to see from some of the views sometimes, I think. So what we'll do is we'll get started, and we're away, and we'll go from behind. It's beautiful, and we'll have a look on the inside of this car in a second. Okay, here we go. And it's just about driving. And it feels perfectly arcadey, and it just works. You can actually get it to go up on 2 wheels. I've done that externally, you can see it as well. Look at it. It's just beautiful. I can't. The thing about it is, it's so cheap. Just go buy it and you'll enjoy it. It's so much fun. It's a game you can just pick up and play and just blast along the road at full tilt, just doing road things. I'm going to go to the Testarossa now. I'm not going to do that one. I might do that in a second, but I'm going to go to that one. So I'll show you this next one. Here we go. All right. I had to buy one of those because it's a stunning looking car. Let's have a little look and see if we can get a red for it, shall we? Let's get a red. There we go. Can't be better than that, can we? Alright, time attack. Now this is just you get a set length of time, you've got to score as many points as possible within that length of time. So from A to B. Let's do Vaporware. Vaporware's weird because it's they're all sort of techno colours and whatever else it is. I really like it. Beautiful. Wheel spins there, and if you look at the sides of the road, once I've come down to this level, you'll see there's vaporware or things that didn't occur. Games and programs and other things. They call it vaporware. Oh damn! Try that again. Let's see if I can finish that one. 100 seconds to do. It's because I'm too busy looking at the side of the road instead of concentrating on driving. Let's do this. Let's get inside. Again, there's extra points for... And as I say, the only other thing that I would like when the thing's finished is also, all of those keys mapped. And the other thing I would like is rumble. It hasn't got rumble at the moment. It works beautifully on the controller, but I would love to actually get a bit of a rumble going on with that. I think that would be great. Oh, crashed into it. But basically that one ends by running when the time finishes. So once the time finishes, you're all back and done. So let's go back to the main menu. Now there's one other mode here. This is the odd man out, and I have to admit, I quite like it, but I don't. It's one of the modes that I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to do something different for this particular mode, but it's a bit of an odd, as I say, it's an odd kettle of fish. So let's do the last one. This is the speed bomb. So basically, if you've ever seen the movie Speed, it's about keeping up your speed and also not taking too many impacts to keep the bomb. And it's basically score based. Highest scores, that's the winner. So we'll do that one. Let's choose the space way. Let's do that one. Let's go with space. And we're in a truck now, you see. So this is what I was saying. It's a bit of an odd one because we're now driving a truck along the road. Look at that. Neon. And we've got our truck here. I don't know what's with the funny screens on it. But it's a wild ride because watch the truck move. You can actually flip the truck. You can. I'll flip it. There. And it puts you back on. Now the bomb's health goes back up again once you get to a certain speed. Oh no, too late. I've not made it. I don't think. Oh, I have. I've just made it. And the bomb's health goes back up again. But as I say, this is the one mode that I'm not as keen on by a long way. I like the wild truck driving, but I don't think I wanted to drive a truck. I think I wanted to keep driving cars. I would quite like to do a car. I could have gone with a bus. Maybe a bus. You could maybe go with a bus. I think that's the only thing that I would have gone with. But it still didn't stop me driving a truck for ages doing it. But I don't find it as enjoyable as driving the cars. Squeezing through the gap there. You always do seem to be in the centre of the road, though. That's the one thing. It's kind of seems to be enough space for going through the gaps like that. Can't see anything in front of me when they do that. VHS. It's wonderful. I love the sound of the music and the feel it gives me. I don't think there's enough neon in it. I need more neon. But yeah, so everything you do though generates cash, and to be fair, that means you can buy all the stuff. Every car has to have its own colours bought individually for it. Every item that goes with it has to be bought individually, but it doesn't distract from it. And as I say, this is still a beta version. This is not the full final release. And as I say, there's a few things that I think they need to add, personally. But from my point of view, I blooming love it. I think it's brilliant. It was the best £1.26 I've spent in ages, especially as I've had 6 hours worth of play out of it, and I also know that it's not complete yet. All I can say is if you like, if you like 80s retro synth music, if you like neon, if you like fast cars and driving in straight lines while weaving in and out of traffic, buy it. I can't say any more than that. Just buy this game. The more of us buy it, the faster they'll complete it, and the more modes we'll get. Delighted with it. Absolutely delighted with it. It just works and plays so well. Even when I'm bombing down the road in my truck. You see what I mean? I'm still here driving down the road in the truck, and it's not even that good. I'm going to smash the truck up. Let's smash the truck up if we can. There we go. Bomb's done for us. There we go. There we go. We've done for it. I'm going to have one more go in one of the other cars, and we'll go from there. So you get loads of money for it. Look at that. Loads of money. Loads of money. Let's select one more car. One more drive. Let's do that dodgy looking Lada thing. There we go. Where are we? The Lada Riva. Should we give it some classy wheels? Let's buy some fancy wheels for it. Let's buy these lovely purple ones. And force it to work, put those on. Whoa! I didn't even know they did that. That's amazing. Neon coloured wheels. That's brilliant. I'm so pleased with that. Can we buy the purple? Yeah, let's have the purple. Neon wheels and magenta things. Awesome. Let's go with the one way. And let's choose another place that we haven't been before. Let's go with Space Beach. There we go. Oh, it's glorious. It's pinky goodness. The lights aren't on. Are they on? Yeah, they are now. There we go. Whoa! Look at it. It's so fast. It's so smooth. It's so easy to get lost in the drive. There are a few drives that I've done that have been very long, and I've just loved them. I've loved just driving along and just enjoying the drive. And it's so weird because it's such a long, it's just a long straight line. Brilliant game. It's only available for Windows, however I suspect that you would be able to get it to work on Linux without too much trouble. I think it will be if you use the Steam Play options, which you'll have to Google because I can't remember where they are, but they're fairly simple to do. They're in the settings and you turn on Steam Play. I suspect it would work, but I haven't tried it myself. Loving the pink, the sort of pink glow on the vehicle. Look at that. Look at this. We got our Lada, a deregistered Lada. D886IF. We've got to dodge the traffic as it indicates in and out. And all you're doing is challenging yourself, which makes it even better. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the title screen because it's just glorious. And we're going to have a look at our lovely, lovely Lada before we finish. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Generic Demon. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye now.